Welcome to the Power Play Reconnect experience. I am your host, Ruth Carol Haskins. I am astonished, disappointed, pleased with myself. I am distressed, depressed, rapturous. I am all these things at once and cannot add up the sum. C.G. Jung. This past weekend, I had the opportunity to visit the neighborhood in which I lived as a child. It was astonishing how much had not changed and how much was not the same. The home I grew up in was still there, a huge brown stucco building on the corner of two streets that held memories of childhood. Unfortunately, the more recent owners had less than stellar concepts of house maintenance. In many ways, the house was totally destroyed. The beautiful pine trees and fruit trees were gone. The abundant lilac trees that had once run the entire length of the side fence were entangled with honeysuckle and weeds. Someone had brilliantly decided to enclose the screened porch and add a door and a window. The door was awkward because it was placed where no door should logically be, as it was only a few feet from the front door. The misplaced window looked as if the house was given a black eye. But although the physical appearance of my childhood home was changed in what I felt were unforgiving ways, the memories it engendered remained the same. Now, this is days later, and it is as if I am still there. I can smell the cedar closets, the aroma intensified by the summer heat. The hardwood floors released their fragrance because the carpets were rolled up for the summer and sent out to be cleaned. There was the fragrance of fresh, cool breezes wafting through the house through the French doors that opened onto the screened-in porch. I can smell the lovely bouquet of fresh fruit that sat on the table on the porch. Melons, bananas, strawberries, grapes, oranges, tangerines, plums, and peaches. Sometimes we would share the bounty with the squirrels who had a private entry to the porch, thanks to yours truly, who would also feed them peanut butter and crackers. I can clearly see the inside of the house, the staircase to the attic, the staircase to the basement, the living room, dining room, kitchen, everything. I remember where we kept our toys and how my sister and I made a grocery store beneath the basement stairs. My mother contributed all the empty boxes and tins from the kitchen. We would play grocery shop there. Then we would take our groceries to our cardboard houses, unused shoe boxes or packing boxes, where we would play with our paper dolls. It is amazing the details the human mind retains. Fragrances, sounds, details of items, where they were placed, and details of emotions, how they felt. There's not one thing that I have mentioned that has not created a host of emotions in me. I recognize that this is not exclusive to childhood. It is me all the time. Childhood, though, is significant. Those memories and emotions are attached to many things that I could not remember, would not remember in my adult consciousness. Things were buried. I am still processing these memories and the emotions that are connected and yet somehow disconnected. And I know that I will live with this warbly confusion of memories and emotions for a while. Like most people, I did not have a perfect childhood. That isn't even possible, though for a long time I suffered under that illusion. My parents were imperfect, and so was I. There was no room for perfection. There were joyful moments, but also very painful, traumatic events. Seeing my childhood home and remembering who I was during the 17-year period that I lived there was not a fairy tale. It was not romantic. It was real and raw. The thing that is important is that I don't push down, push away, or deny the memories and emotions. I've given myself permission to remember, accept, be aware, be grateful, and let go and let God carry the weight of these memories and emotions. Sometimes we miss the point of Scripture. Psalm 34:18 assures me that I was not invisible to the Most High during my childhood. Psalm 55:22 has taught me to give everything to Him. So today is my thought about childhood memories, emotions, trauma. To quote from the author John Green from his book, Turtles All the Way Down, there is hope, even when your brain tells you there isn't. Places Revisited will remind us of a child we left behind. It has done this for me, and I am grateful. This is the Power Play Reconnect experience. Thank you for listening.